Walking from our meditation center, we have this place that used to be Lord Buddha's Vipassana center. He was teaching this meditation technique based in these basic three pillars, which are Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Sila is the ethical concepts, because if you don't have this base of the ethical concepts, then you cannot have a quiet mind. You will have an agitated, unharmony mind. And then he's talking about how, giving an example, I want to kill someone, I need to develop so much anger before I need to take this action. Or if I want to do sexual misconduction, then I need to generate so much passion. If I want to steal, then I need to generate so much greed before. So these deep states of unharmony can stop the opportunity for you to balance and then study the mind and develop your mind, which is the second step. By just observing the breath and observing the sensations in your body, you can master the mind, and then go to the third step, which is Panya, and develop this experiential wisdom that you would attain once you start perceiving this by yourself. So you can sit in deep meditations, and then you can start watching how everything that comes from outside and it's perceived with the external senses that they call spheres of consciousness. So we have external information that is gathered through the eyes, through the ears. So you have visual consciousness, you have hearing consciousness, you have body consciousness, you have smelling consciousness, you have even thought and emotions. They also name the mind as another sense of sphere or sphere of sense. So this information that we gather, like with these external antennas, let's call it antennas, they would develop a taste of a feeling, and this feeling can be pleasant or can be unpleasant. So the non-trained mind would react. I feel something pleasant, and then I want to crave. I want to attach to something that is giving me this pleasant sensation. I feel something that is unpleasant, and then I want to push it away. I want to move it. This energy can subtract happiness, and then this is part of the unsatisfaction that we normally feel as people. So when you start observing this, you start getting glimpses in the reality of how the mind works. So Dhamma is not a religion. Dhamma is a science. It's a science of the mind, and the mind is universal. The mind is human mind. So he's talking for everyone. Doesn't matter the religion, doesn't matter the language, doesn't matter the part. This is how this functions. We perceive external senses. Immediately there is a classification of the things that we tend to categorize, to label, recognizing past patterns and labels that we have. For example, I see something that I like, and it's like, oh, okay, let's say I like someone, and then this someone is in my standards of beauty. Immediately I will receive the taste of a feeling. In this case would be something pleasant. I'm watching something and I'm receiving this pleasure, but this is coming from a sensation, and the sensation arises when the object touches the senses. But we are not trained to feel the sensation. We're only trained to feel the feeling, and then the feeling will drive us. Okay, I want more of this, I want to have it, or then I want to push it away. There is something that smells not good, there is a noise that I'm not liking, and then I just want to push it away. I want to reject this emotion or pain. Let's say we're having pain, so I want to push it away. And then when you can observe this in a neutral state, then you can have harmony, and then you can have equanimity. And this is basically the main point of the teachings of Dhamma. Be always aware and be always in equanimity. Don't be driven by the pleasure of the unpleasant things. And this is very achievable once you start training the mind. And this is what it was taught in this place. So it's quite interesting to be here. Seems like it's kind of new. I would say that they didn't found it like this. But anyway, still very special to be here, to know that this science of the mind, of how to evolve, was taught here. I want to see the Bodhi tree. He was doing their long meditations, observing without craving, rejecting. So yeah, I think it's quite interesting. I'm grateful for having this experience, and I hope this is helpful for everyone. This is one of the Bodhi trees, which is one of the trees that the Buddha was using for meditating, the one that he was using for getting this enlightenment. I mean, it's not about the tree, it's about just the atmosphere maybe that they can create, or maybe yes, I don't know. But suddenly I stopped. There was like these monkeys that suddenly they started appearing, like in full herd, and it's okay. Technically, monkeys are chill, you know, like there is no problem with the monkeys. But also, I have seen them charging to people, so they can look cute, but sometimes they can go crazy. And they were fighting between them. I did maybe 40 minutes, and then I just started getting nervous because they were fighting just here next to me. And yeah, technically, if you're in peace, nothing should happen, and they will not bother you if you don't bother them. But again, in the center, I saw some monkeys charging people, so that was something that started getting me nervous. I couldn't finish, but anyway, it's good to feel a little bit of these trees. Like, it's beautiful, peaceful, this place where the monastery of the Buddha was, full of life, full of monkeys. Very intense weather though, very, very, very warm, and even more humid. But it's a very strange humidity, because I have felt the humidity in other parts. Here the humidity like stings, you know, like, I don't know if you can appreciate it. And these, almost all the people from the center got these like little red things. So I mean, anicca, everything's changed. It will go away, I'm sure. I just need to change the weather. But anyway, I'm surprised that Buddha chose this place for doing it, unless it was on purpose and say, okay, let's do this to prove the discomfort, because it can be a test. Anyway, it's beautiful to document this and see how monkeys give love to themselves. These beautiful trees, full of life. Yep, may this be for the good of all.